Orlick Holmes, it's me, Little Hater. Hey, do me a huge favor. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I need, like, all you vatos to hook a brother up, man. Come on, Dag. If you want to be down with Little Hater, subscribe to the channel. We got a good show for you tonight. Let's get started. Orlick Holmes, it's me, Little Hater. And guess what, Dag? This podcast is brought to you by the Patio Nuts. You had me at hola. So go out and get some of these nuts. These Patio Nuts. What it is. Podcast. All right, Dag. We got a very special homie, Dag. I've been talking to this vato for a while, and this vato's funny, Dag. I seen his stuff. He made me laugh, Dag. He made me laugh. He was a funny vato. All right, here he is, Dag. Here he is. Orale, Holmes. Introduce yourself, Holmes.
What's up, everybody? My name is comedian Carlos Loma, a sus servicios. So I'm from Pomona. What's up? Yeah. I have a show, YouTube show called the Carlos Loma Chronicles. As you can see, I have a big shit, you know. And
hey, your audio sounds a little funny, Dag. Yeah, like your audio's like cutting in and out.
Extra PC, dude. I paid my bill.
Maybe. You haven't paid your bills. See, I told you this vato was funny. All right, Dag. So we didn't hear you. You have a YouTube's? What's the name of your YouTube's?
My YouTube's is the Carlos Loma Chronicles. I've been having it since 2018, but I was doing it with another comedian, and we kind of like, you know, we had a disagreement. He was from one clique, and I was from another clique, and we just, you know, it wasn't a good it wasn't a good team anymore. So I had to, you
I get it, Dag. You fell out of love with them. All right, Dag. We get it, Dag. Couples break up. I get it. Hey, Dag. So where's that at, Dag?
What's that?
Where's that at?
The hat?
Where's that at? You know, the Chronicles, Dag.
Sorry.
You said your name of your podcast is Carlos Loma's Chronicles. So I'm here for the Chronic, Dag. Where's the Chronic set?
No chronic, man. No chronic, just nothing but that was back in my days. Back in you know, yeah, I'm a professional, man.
You're a professional. He's the professional. Hey, Dag, what does Chronicles means, Dag? Because I'm not a bright about the world. What does Chronicles means, Dag?
It means day by day, a day in the life of your life or any life, but that's what my interpretation of it. I had the Carlos Loma show. I would do that more with my stand-up.
You disappointed me, Dag. I was here for the Chronic, Dag, but since there's no Chronics, I'm gonna send a fat homie to finish this interview. You disappointed me, Dag. I'm here for the Chronic.
That's okay.
Gotta go, Dag. I'm gonna send a fat homie. All right. All right, Dag. Hold on, Dag. I'm gonna send them in. Don't go nowhere.
All right. Orale.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up?
Well, what the hell is Little Hater talking about, man?
Dude, if we just hitting because I don't have the Chronic and stuff.
The guy's an idiot. What's up, man? I'm happy to have you on the show, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. You haven't been on a Zoom interview in a while since the coronavirus.
Oh man, pinche coronavirus. That's it, man. I think it's almost out of here. I mean, hopefully it is, man.
Yeah, I think it is out of here. I think it is.
So tell us about your show, man. I'm excited about your show, man. Tell us more about the Carlos Loma Chronicles on the YouTube.
Well, my show is gonna because I have a new format now coming up, and we're gonna have our first episode on Monday. So I'm gonna be more opinionated on certain topics. One of my first topics that has been bugging the crap out of me is like the lack of representation of Latinos in Hollywood. So it just pisses me off. It just there's the acceptance of this is one thing I realized, dude. I realized that in America, as long as you're not from this continent, the Americas, you're good. They'll put you like the Indians from India, the 7-Eleven Indians, Asian, or the Chinese, they love the white people love those Asians. Filipinos, those are their favorites, but they're I see them more on commercials or more on shows and all that stuff. So that's the type of stuff I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, let's get to it. Let's get down to it, man. You got oh well, I'm sorry for your show. Yeah, that's what you want to talk about for your show. I'm like, yeah, let's dive in. But then I realized it's what he's talking about his show. Yeah, you said there's like not that much representation and stuff like that. And yeah, man, you know what? I wish that we could like kind of figure out a way to work well with one another. Kind of like sometimes when you see a vato that he's like coming up or whatever, instead of like working together well, it's kind of like we're our own worst enemies, man. We don't help each other out as much as we should, man, and it's sad, and maybe that has something to do with, I don't know. I'm not like in the Hollywood scene or trying to be an actor, trying to do all that, and that's not what I do. Like my whole thing really, my it was a developed a workout channel for people that to get healthy, to lose weight. And then I had the taco thing, and it incorporated into all these things. But my overall thing that for me, it's not about fame, it's not about money. It's just I just wanted to grow a YouTube channel and be good at it, be successful, and that's my whole thing. That's what I'm doing. But you're also a comedian, right?
Yeah. I'm a straight up comedian first. I'm a stand up comedian first. That's where I started. That's my love. I enjoy it. But I knew that doing just shows here and there and all that stuff is not going to get me anywhere. So that's why I started the Carlos Loma Chronicles, and hopefully I also do a Spanish one with my dad, con Don Juanito. So so my dad's funnier than me and stuff. So, but I wanna grow that show, kind of build it like a Tonight Show stuff, where I bring in people to interview them and kind of find out, because one thing I realized, that people are interesting, like just in general. Like I had my professor. I went back to school at freaking 38, and so I met one professor. She was Latina. She had like, I don't know how many 10 masters and stuff. So I brought her in, and she talked about and how she opened up. She had breast cancer and all that stuff. So it was like, wow, like you just opened up a new venue for to help other people, pues, if they're going through that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This is one thing, man. You were saying about that you wanted to do this to get into comedy. I also I started doing comedy 2 weeks before the pandemic. Like I did my first like 2 open mics, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I got all excited. I'm right there writing. And then they're like, the world's closing down, and I was like, what the? I'm like, but my comedy, and then I stopped. Like this
That's how
whole
bad you did, dude.
I know, right? It's like they're like, get them out of here. But the same thing. Like I kind of like I realized that I wanted to kind of grow my YouTube, and then eventually kind of do the comedy. But it's kind of like, so I kind of use like my platforms to kind of balance it out, and let people know what I'm doing. But I don't want to be like I want to do comedy for fun and not as a career. Like I'll be perfectly happy if I do like local shows. I don't see myself like traveling to New York, Chicago, Texas, or Florida. Like, hey, we're flying in, JR or whatever. I don't see myself like that. I want to do like the local ones. Like the Comedy Store, Laugh Factory, the Improv and stuff like that. And I don't even want to be like the headliner, dude. I just want like 5 to 10 minutes and that's it. That's kind of like how I see my comedy thing going, because there's some people that's their whole lifelong dream, and for me, it's not that. I want to partake in it, but I don't have to. I don't got to be the main guy, I don't have to like be the next Kevin Hart. I don't have to be the next Chappelle. I don't have to do any of that.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, stand up is a different animal. I think you have to be. I mean, there's comedians that can be made, but I think um, if you work hard, you'll get where you want to be at. But I mean, uh, I enjoy. I love comedy. I love stand up. I love making people laugh, and you know, uh, I'm good at it. So I'm
Yeah,
better.
I watched.
I'm better. What's that?
I said I watched one of your videos. Yeah, you got me laughing.
Man, that was an old video, man. So, but I'm much better now. I was old for
Hey,
black one day.
yeah, man, it had me laughing. I was like, and to get a laugh out of me, it's kind of hard, and you got me, it's like you took me down this path, and I had no idea where you were going with it, and that's like the kind of comedy that I like, because I had no idea what the hell you were doing, and then bam, you got me, and I was like, it's kind of like when you step in the ring with the boxer and he gives you the three piece, 1, 2, and 3, and then he knocks you out. That what I saw, that's what it was. I was like, I didn't even see those punches coming, but it was
I,
good,
I,
man.
I don't even need a I don't even need a three-piece, dude. They could just give me one punch. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's good. Well, that's it. Yeah.
How long
So,
have you been doing comedy,
uh,
brother?
jeez. Uh, I started in 2001. That's how old I've been doing it.
You
But
started when you were 10.
I started when I was 23,
Mm-hmm.
and and I was making a name for myself, but I caught up with uh, an addiction with alcohol, and uh, I kind of a lot of my doors were closed and stuff. So I'm pretty good. Once I just had to sober up, I had to rehab and all that stuff, and
Uh, get
yeah,
a little bit closer to
100%.
the screen. Try to get a little closer to. There you go, because your sound went off again. Uh,
Oh, so yeah, like
there you go.
uh, I said, the, I had to sober up and stuff. So once I hit my rock bottom, I was like, that's it, I can't do this no more. And I went into rehab, and little by little, like I started coming back. I started doing rehab shows, and I realized that, oh yeah, I need this. And so uh, in the last 5 years, uh, it's just been on and off because of the coronavirus. Shows were picking up, and not only that, like I started my company with where I just want to produce the show, be the headliner, and do it all myself.
Yeah, man.
Because
As I'm starting. Uh huh.
I've been through the laugh factories, I've been through the improvs, I've been through all that stuff, but you know what? They don't really appreciate. Or at least I didn't feel appreciated there. Uh, you know, the improvs. They One thing I realized about comedy, it's not about how funny you are. It's who you know, and that's it. And you know what? Like, I'm a stubborn person, and I rather do comedy my way instead of like um being under somebody for so long, opening up. I didn't want to do that. Like, I did that before, and you know what? Like, I outgrew that, and that's why I want to keep pursuing what I want, my goals was.
Yeah, you know what? There's some truth behind that. It's because people have told me time and time again, man. It's not you know what you know. It's who you know. Um, because
Hmm.
I bump into, like I said, I've been bumping into a lot of comedians, a lot of Instagrammers, TikTokers, people that do YouTube and stuff. And sometimes I ask them out of curiosity, hey, like, how do you get started on your channel? Or, just like, feedback, that I don't want to take anything from nobody. I believe that everybody that works hard for their stuff, hey, that's you, man. You put in work, y pues, eso te pertenece a ti, right? But sometimes when I ask, like a couple of TikTokers, that's the number one response. Some guys are like, just remember, dog, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I was like, damn, dude, you have like all these followers, right? And he goes, yeah, but those are mine. And I'm like, dude, like, relax. It's like, why are you getting so territorial? It's like, to me, it's like, it's a simple question, man. It's like, if you want to give me a shout out y me quieres ayudar, then fine. Y si no, pues, no hay pedo. It's just people. This industry it's a little tough like that, man. It's a little weird. It sucks because no les cuesta nada, but they get very territorial on this stuff. But I think you hit it right. It's not somebody told me you could be the smartest comedian, the best comedian, the best entertainer, but if you don't have the best representation, and if you don't know people, that's it. It's like te quedas estancado. You're not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, that's one thing I realized about like stand up too. Like I realized that I know I took the long route and the hard route, but the people that follow me, like people actually they like what I do. They love what I do. They're like, hey, you know, when are you gonna be? I there was a point that I didn't realize that they would come to see me. Like I would go to Hollywood and they would come see me and they would drive all the way over there to see me, and I was like, what? But such and such is here. Oh yeah, that's cool, but we came to see you. And then I couldn't comprehend that because I realized like kind of didn't believe in myself at the time a lot. But I'm like, oh, okay, so all these fans that I have, and I really appreciate them. And the best representation for my style is the people. The people that come and see me, those are my people, and that's the best representation that I could get.
How would you describe your comedy styling?
Uh, Storytelling, kind of Richard Pryor. Like I uh, make fun of my insecurities, uh, my family. Bring up stories about my family. Um, it's just I try not. I don't make fun of people, please. Like it's easy because when I would read a lot about Richard Pryor and I started comedy when I started. And I remember I read a book, the autobiography of Richard Pryor. He said that there was a quote. I remember he said that Eddie Murphy's comedy was mean, and I couldn't understand that. And I was like, "What?" So then I had to read more, and I had to do research, and then I came came up with Bernie Mac, and he said that um, it's easy to make fun of that person. Oh, he's fat. Oh, he's this. He's that. But if you point the finger at you, that's more difficult. To me, that's real comedy. That's when you understand your insecurities are more universal than what you think. So that's how my comedy is.
Yeah, man. I recently went to a comedy show, and it was fun, man. And I noticed that everybody has like different styles of comedy, right? And just how you said, people will travel to see you, and yeah, man. So there's like storytelling. There's one-liners, right? There's what is insult comics, right? That's a thing, like an
Mhm.
insult comic.
Yeah, shock comics. You know,
What?
and I did all of them, dude. I did all of them because you know when you come up, you try to find your voice. You know, you start sounding like freaking George Lopez, so you want to be this and that. But that's part of the process, you know. And yeah, self-deprecating. There you go. See, that's the term. Oh shit, Mando Vargas from North Carolina. What? What are you doing over there?
Get back over here. You went too far, Holmes.
Man, dude,
Estás norteado, dog. You took a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Yeah, you took the norteños too far, man.
It was North. It was California, not North Carolina. Come on, dog. No, but we're glad to have you, Vato.
Thank you. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what I kind of like. My style of comedy is.
Yeah, man. Comedy's not easy, man. For anybody that thinks that you just go up there, it's not easy, man. And I'm thinking about starting to hit the open mics and stuff. As I'm getting to know a lot of people in comedy, but since comedy is like very territorial, I don't want to be like, hey, can you get 2 minutes? Or no, you don't think so?
Yeah, just hit them up. Hey, man, can you get 2 minutes?
2 minutes. I'm gonna stand there and just
Two,
be
three
like,
minutes.
uh,
That's how I started, dude.
I'm gonna freeze.
You know,
I'm like,
yeah, it's gonna happen, dude. I when you go to Hollywood, well, I started the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, right? And you sign up for like 3 minutes, and they give it 3 minutes. But 3 minutes is a long freaking time when you're starting. You know, when you're starting that, it's eternal, man. That 3 minutes, woo, 3 hours, man.
there was a
But
guy who the first time I went to the open mic, he showed up with the clipboard, a little notepad, and he was reading it off of that. And I was like, I looked at him and I was like, that's not what I want to do. It's like I want to like have an idea of what I'm talking about. So I went up there. I think I only did like 2 minutes, and then I got off, and he was pissed, man. He was mad. He walked up to me and goes, "Hey, man, you cheated." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You memorize your jokes," and I was like, "Doesn't everybody?" And he's like, "Nah, man." It's like, I don't get it, man. It's like you're supposed to know what you're gonna go up there and say, right? That's why you write your materials, Keno.
you know what? Everybody has their own style, man. And if it's open mic, they can do whatever the hell you want. But if I'm putting up a show, you're not better not bring no notes, none of that stuff, because people pay money to see you, you know. But open mic, they can do whatever they want.
It's open mic
They
is
could
just
do,
what you're
yeah.
just testing out your materials.
I think it's more, yeah. I mean, you could test your material there, but I think it's more of the exercise of going up in front of strangers, you know, because I don't think I stopped doing comedy, and whatever new comics ask me advice, I'm like, open mics are good for 2 3 years, and that's it. After that, don't do them no more. They take a piece of your soul. That's why.
Wow. Damn, dog. When you said do 2 to 3 years, I was like, I don't want to be doing open mics for no 2 to 3 years, carnal. I'm like, I mean, I
Uh,
guess. I mean, I wanna do like at least 4 or 5 of them, maybe 6 or 10 of them. But you're talking about years. I'm like, damn, I don't know. I can't see myself doing open mics for 3 years, carnal. But
hey,
I don't know.
to each
What
his
what
own,
do I
man. To
know?
each his own.
What do I know? Yeah.
You know, but that's the life of a comedian, man. If you want to better your craft, you know, you have to work on it. And in the beginning, you have to go up everywhere you can. You know, I did they would do open mics in the laundromat one time. Go there in due time. Drive uh, anywhere they had coffee shops, whatever. I did them. Because I wanted to get better at my craft, and that's. But if it's not if you're not really it's just a hobby, pues, it doesn't really matter anywhere.
You know what I don't like when I like tell people like, yeah, I do comedy. They're like, a ver, dime algo chistoso, and I'll be like, it doesn't work that way, bro. It's like they put you right on the spot. I was because I told somebody that I'm kind of doing comedy, and they're like, okay, throw it. And I'm like, that's not my comedy style. It's like my thing. It's like I say like a little story, right? And then it's ta-da, and then so I hate it when people are like when they do that to me. Oh, a ver, or right away they want you like to perform or stuff. It doesn't. I'm more on this kind of format, right? It's I'm not like a no like a comic like you to your caliber where you like you've been. I think well the clip that I saw was that the Ice House or where do you do that
Yeah,
clip?
that was at
Yeah.
the Ice House. Yeah, that was back in when I started doing. Well, no, I was already in a couple of years, but I even forgot about that, and I saw it. I was like, damn, man, I was fucking young and
Y,
ambitious, and me valía
y no has
madre todo
cambiado,
at the
man.
time.
You still look the same, dude. You still look the same.
Puro, puro aguacate, güey. Pinche aguacate, dude.
Pura con chanaca right there.
Sí, mira, puro fucking, pura papaya.
It's all the when people tell me, hey, you look so young. It's like it's all the alcohol I consume, man, kept me young. Like it's like I look young, but man, I'm old, man. It's something about the.
How old are you?
I think the alcohol pickles us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I stopped drinking. It's been like 6 years already. So,
Wow, you got me
fuck, I
beat.
was
I
old.
have three.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, the alcohol was, yeah, it took a toll on me. But you know what? I don't. Yeah, I had my fun. Um, and you know what? To each his own. But I'm okay. I could party without alcohol.
Yeah, man. You know what? I stopped, and people tell me, why'd you quit? And I'm like, man, I was drinking for 25 years. I retired, man. It's I saw like Narcos, right? Did you ever watch that show Narcos on Netflix?
Hell yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
I love that
badass
show.
show, right? I love that show. And one of the narcos says it's like, yeah, I'm gonna retire, and the other narcos starts laughing. I goes, hey, dude, you don't retire from this. It's like you either end up in jail, prison, or they retire you, like they kill you, right? And then it's like when I started looking at my drinking career, I was like, damn, dude, it's like a lot of people don't retire, right? So it's like when I retired from drinking, I was like, I knew that. But you know what? I've met so many people now at this stage in my life, and it's like everybody's telling me that everybody's doing better. And the number one thing is like you, like me. I think my good friend Tony or Ortiz, he's also a comedian. You have to go to his. Well, you don't have to, but he has a podcast also. It's a comedy and recovery. And he does a lot of stand up. So it's like a little network of people. The point being is that I've noticed a trend that when people want to be successful and they stop drinking, the world opens up to you and you could start doing whatever you want to do. So it's crazy, man. That so many good things come from not drinking.
Yeah, your phone, yeah, audio is messing up right now. But it's true. Like can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, cool now. I can hear you. Yeah, no, I mean, my drinking career was only 15 years. Yeah, that was enough. I did enough desmadre. I I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like DUIs, jail stays, county jail, uh, uh, waking up under bridges and all that shit. That's how crazy my life was.
Waking up in
And
Tijuana, waking up in Vegas, waking up at your ex girlfriend's house, waking up in your ex girlfriend's sister's bed, y todo, ¿verdad?
no mames, güey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about me.
uh, so
I'm sorry, man. I'm bringing up my stuff. All right.
let it out, bro. Let it out.
No,
Uh,
las
yeah,
chingaderas, but oh, las chingaderas. Hey, tell us about your chingaderas, man. You have a very funny thing on Instagram.
Well, it's on. I started on TikTok there. I don't know. My friend got me into TikTok. I was like reluctant, right? Because I was like, Chinese government spy on us. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna join, and I joined TikTok, and I was trying to, do a niche, right? Trying to find my niche, and one day, I went with my girl. We would go to different stores, and I would just get frustrated, right? Because I don't like being in those. I don't mind going with her, but it's just like if you're not gonna buy anything. Just it frustrates me, right? So I just picked up the phone and I started recording. I was like, chingaderas here, chingaderas there. And so if you see me, if you see a chingadera episode, it's because I tag along with her. So if I went to Sephora, I did a Sephora one. So
Yeah, watch your
yeah, wherever she
chingadera was
goes,
it was funny, man. I was laughing. I think you did a recent one too, and I was like, "Yep, there it is, the chingaderas." And it's funny because I was out with my lady, and sure enough, she asked me something, and I looked at something, and I go, "It's a chingadera," and then like you came into mind, I'm like, "Oh fuck." And then I'm like, hey, but I'm like, that's his thing. So I'm like, I'm just gonna watch his chingadera videos.
yeah, no, it just picked up, and the my first one that I did that was like 500,000 views, over 500,000 views, and I was like, oh shit, all right. And th- this one I just did right now, I had over 160,000.
How do you
Yeah,
get big on, on,
160,000.
on TikTok? Because I mean, for me, I don't get more than 500 views on TikTok.
You just gotta find your niche, and you gotta maintain like maintain like just keep it short. You can't. That's one thing I learned. Just keep it short. I try not to go over 30 minutes, 30 seconds. But keep it moving. That's how I've been doing it. So
And somebody told me it's that things are like, oh, it's because you don't know how to tag people and hashtag people and do all this stuff on the back end. And I was like, what? I was like, well, don't you just like make a stupid video and you post them? And they're like, nope, that's not the way it works, buddy. You got to do all these things on the back end. And I'm like, man, it's like it's like I don't even want to be a TikTok star. So like my whole thing is YouTube. So it's like at the end of the result, then it really doesn't matter to me. Trying to get these people from different platforms to come to YouTube is challenging, man. The only reason why I grew my Instagram was not because I want to be like big on Instagram or TikTok. It's just to generate people to come to my YouTube channel because that's the only platform I actually care about. So tell us more about your YouTube channel. Is it so you've been doing it for a while. I think you took a small little break in October, right? And you said you're gonna start back up again. How often are you gonna run it? What kind of guests are you gonna have, or is it gonna be like more just like you, or are you gonna also like be incorporating some of your comedy into that?
yeah, well, we took a break just because the comedian that I was doing it with, we just had a fallout, and it wasn't working out anymore. So I was like, okay, so I, you know, I started doing it the way I wanted to. So now I'm gonna do a combination of the Tonight Show, um, and uh, it's gonna be like a late night show, and that's kind of what that's why I have this, órale, and I'm gonna try to bring guests. Um, there's a couple of boxers that I want to bring in, up and coming boxers. Also, a lot of I'm a veteran, so I'm gonna invite some veterans. They talk about their PTSD stories and to help other veterans, and also just people that have interesting stories. That's the type of show I wanna. I'm gonna put on uh, this next week actually.
Oh, pues a ver cuándo los invitas, man.
All right, man. But just
Hey,
you,
but
dude. Don't bring little hater, dude.
All right, man. I'll show up, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up with a long list of demands. I'm gonna be a mean pinche diva, or I gotta have like 10 tacos de asada, dos tripitas, cuatro al pastor, una large coke,
I mean, we don't have a budget, all right?
Man,
Yeah, no
no,
budget
man,
here.
no. I'll take my own
No,
tacos.
yeah, bring your own taco. There you go. Uh,
I'll bring you some too.
yeah, just don't bring that fucking little hater, dude. That gets on my nerves, dude.
I'll make sure to keep them at home. That,
Hey,
that,
but don't
that
say
does,
don't say shit, fool. Don't say shit. Don't say shit to that fool, dude.
no, man, that guy follows me everywhere, man. He's a mean metiche, man. It's like everywhere. I'm eating a
Ooh.
taco, and then he starts looking at me like, que la ganas de dame un taco, dude. It's like I can't do anywhere, man.
Dude, you should send him as a correspondent to Ukraine, dude.
Oh man, man, that guy's lazy, man. He doesn't like to do anything, man. Straight up, that guy. And you know what? Ese cabrón tiene pegue. I'm
You,
serious. Like I don't know
you
how
should
he does it, man. He's got three
you should
girlfriends,
call
bro.
you should call him little piojo mejor, man.
Little piojo. I know, man. He's un little garrapata, man. Sucking the blood out of everybody, dude.
But
Nomás anda viendo a quién
but
chinga ese cabrón.
uh, yeah, so
Nomás-
that's gonna be my show. I'm also having a show uh, in Southgate, March 19th, stand up comedy. So it's gonna be $15 cover charge at the American Legion. So go to my Instagram, Carlos Loma, or Carlos Loma Chronicles, and you have all the information there.
All right, there you go,
Are
Carlos
you gonna
Lomas
come?
Chronicles. Yeah, yeah. I'll stop by. Are you headlining the show, or
Yeah.
that's like you're headlining it?
No. Yeah.
Oh, at what time does it finish?
I don't know. I'm gonna finish. Probably
Because
11.
I turned into a pumpkin after 12. That's why, I'm like Cinderella, dude. I gotta hurry back home because don't just say my car turned into a pumpkin, then I turned into a pumpkin, So no,
Oh,
I'll be there,
you're
man.
on probation. That's why, dude. Fucking little haters. Just say little haters on fucking probation, dude. He's on house arrest, dude.
I'm not gonna tell little hater either because knowing that vato, he'll sit in the audience and it's just be heckling you the whole time. Hey, which reminds me, how do you deal with hecklers, man? I mean, did you ever get like a lot of hecklers or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? It's funny because I have a show tonight in Fontana, and it's a black room, right? And I doing the black rooms taught me how to like talk shit. There was a show in Moreno Valley at the time, talking about Cheers, and these like if you suck, dude. They'll tell you like you ain't funny, but I would always come back. I was like, nah, I'm gonna come back because I was determined, and then I started like talking shit to them and not being and doing it in a funny way. But I'm not. It doesn't bother me. I kind of like it too because then I could talk shit to them.
Yeah, man.
But
I see some people like um I'm not gonna say their names because they're like maybe they don't want to be associated with me. But I seen some comics that yeah, man, they were like one of them walked up right goes what? So who's first? And I was like what? And he was like just asking for the audience to interact. So it like he had a different style. Like he wanted to be heckled so he could talk smack back, and then in between he would like throw on his jokes, right? And then people would keep on heckling him. Goes, all right, shut up. This is the portion where I do jokes now. And I was like, huh? It was like I'm thinking in my head, you're kind of confused the audience a little bit. You like the direction they don't know what direction they needed to take. But for me, it's like I have no idea what I would do if I started getting hecklers. I don't know, man.
yeah, you just gotta listen to them. And now that I'm older comic, if they're making a really like disturbance, like if there's a big show, people come and pay, then I tell them, you know what, you don't have to stay here. You can leave. and then after that, they'll just, you know, um, you have to kill them with kindness sometimes, you know. And before I would just attack, and it made other people uncomfortable. So now I'm like, okay. And most of the time they're fucking drunk anyway. So.
Oh man, I don't know. I bet what we get into when I start doing open mics, man. Yeah, I have like a little network of people that I work with. Well, not, that I know. I haven't really actually worked with them yet. I know I have like a lot of little a small circle of people that I know that are like in the beginning stages of comedy and do comedy and stuff like that. So maybe we should set something up where we kind of everybody helps each other out, you know, and just kind of like
Hell
figure
no.
out. Oh, you've gone through that and you realize that chale, that doesn't work.
No, let them figure it out, all right? Because they're not gonna listen to me. Because when you're a young comic, you don't want to hear anything like, look at this fucking guy, 20 years of doing comedy. Where is he at? That's how you think as a young comic.
Everybody thinks they're gonna be the next Pinchy. I don't know who's big, Chris Rock or Jerry Seinfeld. Everybody. You know what's the thing? Everybody thinks that their product is chingon, right? No one ever thinks that they don't got it, you know. And
Well, yeah, I mean that's how you have to think. You can't be thinking, I don't want to be the. But I think that's a good thing, you know. I look back at my shit. I'm like, damn, man, I was stubborn. I was, I was an asshole, man. But you know what? That's what you have to do. You have to figure out your voice. You have to figure out the audience. And if I could, there's nothing I can do that can help them because they're just gonna fucking laugh at me and shit. Like, shut up. I'm the best ever. Oh, make it in 6 months.
we have a comment here. Let's read it real quick. It says, "There's the line to see. It's 280 hectares." Okay, so I guess it's like that he's an Uber driver and he kicked them off the car 2 blocks from there. Hey, that's an idea. If you get a heckler trying to like make fun of you, you could kind of like turn it around, make fun of them. You know what? I don't like it when people like create like drama, dude. Like hecklers. Like I seen some hecklers that start stuff, and then when you start getting at them, they can't handle it, and then they get all aguitados, man. They're like, fuck you. Oh, I'm gonna catch you outside. I'm like, dude. I'm like, you came here to start broncas. Like, come on, man. I don't know.
Yeah, little sad right now. Hmm.
All right, man. Well, I know you're a busy guy, and I think you said that you had some place you had to be to tonight. You're gonna go do some material, and then on the in a couple of weeks from now, March 19th. That's a Saturday or Sunday. What is that a?
That's a Saturday in Southgate at the American Legion. $15 cover charge. It starts doors open at 8. Show starts around 9. So come on out. It's gonna be dope. I have great comedians, and I'm gonna headline. So
There you go, guys. So the Carlos Loma's Chronicles. You know what? Check out his YouTube. Go to his Instagram, and apparently he has a TikTok that's doing very well. He's a very funny guy, and I found him, and he's got a lot of cool clips on YouTube as well, man. And check out his comedy, man. And subscribe to his channel, guys, because you know what, we're gonna support him, and he needs your support as much as we need your support. So anything else you want to say to the audience before we say goodbye?
no, I want to say thank you for inviting me to your show. It's really good. I like the background. Yeah, I think you stole it from the Chronicles.
Hey, that's your fault for throwing it out. It's like La Bamba. He goes, hey, it's mine now. It's mine.
Yeah. So no, but for inviting me. Everybody from North Carolina, what's up? Rivera in the house. So just catch me on Carlos Loma Chronicles, or Carlos Loma Instagram or YouTube. Add me, subscribe to me. Muchas thank yous.
And thank you for coming on. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot.
Ahora pues.